Hey, my name is Yash Bansal and my roll number is E18CSC216. Today I'll be talking about link state routing protocols. So, first I'll be describing what link state routing protocols actually is. Then I'll be claiming that how this process is being done, that what are the various steps and what are the things associated with it. And then in the end I'll be talking about the optimizations of the link state routing protocol, the optimization of the algorithm. So, link state routing protocols are one of the two main classes of routing protocols used in packet switching networks for computer communications, the other being distance vector routing protocols. Examples of link state routing protocols include Open Shortest Path First, that we can shortly abbreviate as OSPF, and Intermediate System to Intermediate System, that we can shortly abbreviate to be as ISIS. The link state routing protocol is performed by every switching node in the network, that is, nodes that are prepared to forward packets in the internet that are called routers. The basic concept of link state routing is that every node constructs a map of the connectivity to the network in the form of a graph showing which nodes are connected to which other nodes. Each node then independently calculates the next best logical path from it to every possible destination to the network. Each collection of best paths will then form each node's routing table. The contrast with distance vector routing protocols with that of the link state routing protocol is the basic main differences which work that links distance vector routing protocol work by having each node share its routing table with its neighbor in a link state protocol. The only information passed between nodes is connectivity related. So that is the key difference between the link state routing protocol and distance vector routing protocol. So link state algorithm is sometimes characterized informally as each router telling the word about its neighbors. So, distributing maps. This is the first step. This is the first point and the major point of link state routing protocol that it includes. The description covers only the simplest configuration, that is, with no areas, so that all nodes have a map of the entire network. The hierarchical case is somewhat more complex. The first main state of the link state algorithm is to give a map of the network to every node. This is done with several subsidiary steps. First, determining the neighbors of each node. Firstly, each node needs to determine what other ports it is connected to over fully working links. It does this using a reachability protocol which it runs periodically and separate with each of its directly connected neighbors. Distributing the information for the map. Next, each node periodically and in case of connectivity changes sends a short message, the link state advertisement, which identifies the node which is producing it, identifies all the nodes all the other nodes, either routers or networks to which it is directly connected, and then includes a sequence number which increases every time the source code makes up a new version of the message. The message is sent to all the nodes on the network. As a necessary precursor, each node in the network remembers for every one of its neighbors the sequence number of the last link state message which it received from that node. When a link state advertisement is received at a node, the node looks up the sequence number it has stored for the source of the link state message. If this message is newer, it is saved, the sequence number is updated, and a copy is sent in turn to each of that node's neighbors. This procedure rapidly gets a copy of the latest version of each node's link state advertisement to every node in the network. Then comes creating the map. Finally, with the complete set of the link state advertisements, one from each node in the network in hand, each node produces the graph for the map of the network. The algorithm iterates over the connection of link state advertisements. For each one, it makes links on the map of the network from the node which sent that message to all the nodes which that message indicates are neighbors of the sending node. No link is considered to have been correctly reported unless the two ends agree. That is, one node reports that it is connected to another, but the other node does not report that it is connected to the first. There is a problem and the link is not included in the map. Notes about this stage. The link state message giving information about the neighbors is computed and then flooded throughout the network whenever there is a change in the connectivity between the node and its neighbors. Example, when a link fails, any such change will be detected by the reachability protocol which each node runs with its neighbors. Calculating the routing table. This is the far most important state in the link state routing protocol, as it includes creating the routing table, without which nothing can be proceed further. So, the second main stage in the link state algorithm is to produce routing tables by inspecting the maps. This is again done with several steps. The first step is calculate the shortest path. This is where this can be termed this is a substitute kind of algorithm of the discrete algorithm. Each node independently runs one algorithm over the map to determine the shortest path. This is based around a link cost across which path, which includes available bandwidth among other things. A node maintains two data structures, a tree containing nodes which are done and a list of candidates. The algorithm starts with both structures empty. It then adds to the first node the node itself. The variant of the greedy algorithm then repeatedly does. All neighbor nodes which are directly connected to the node are just added to the tree. The rest are added to the second candidate list. Each node in the candidate list is compared to each of the nodes already in the tree. The candidate node which is closest to any of the nodes already in the tree is itself moved into the tree and attached to the appropriate neighbor node. When a node is moved from the candidate list into the tree, it is removed from the candidate list and is not considered in subsequent iteration of the algorithm. Then comes the filling of the routing table. With the shortest paths in hand, the next step is to fill in the routing table. For any given destination code, the best path for that destination is the node which is the first step from the root node, down the branch in the shortest path tree which leads over the desired destination node. To create the routing table, it is only necessary to walk the tree, remembering the identity of the node at the head of each branch and filling the routing table entry for each node one comes across with that identity. Now I'll be talking about the optimizations to the algorithm. The algorithm which I mentioned earlier was made simply as possible to aid in ease of understanding. In practice, there are a number of optimizations which are used. First of them being is partial recomputation. Whenever a change in the connectivity map happens, it is necessary to recompute the shortest path tree and then recreate the routing table worked by BBN Technologies. Discovered how to recompute only that part of the tree which could have been affected by a given change in the map. Also, the routing table would normally be filled in the shortest path tree it is computed instead of making it a separate operation. Topology reduction. In some cases, it is reasonable to reduce the number of nodes that generate LSA messages. For instance, a node that has only one connection to the network graph does not need to send LSA messages as the information on its existence would be already included in the LSA message of its only neighbor. For this reason, a topology reduction strategy can be applied in which only a subset of the network nodes generate LSA message. The two widely studied approaches for topology reduction are multi-point relays and connected dominating sets. Then fishy state routing. With FSR, the LSA are sent with different TTL values in order to restrict the diffusion and limit the overhead due to control messages. The same concept is used also in the hazy state link protocol. So this is what link state routing protocol actually is. I have given a brief introduction of link state routing protocol. If you want to dig deep into this topic and into the concepts of this topic and how it can also be improved for the betterment of the computer networks and security, then we need to study further. Till now we have studied this and I have already explained what it is actually is. Thank you and have a good day. My name is Yash Bansal and my roll number is E18CSC216.